I don't know. Seems a little weird how last night went. Don't you think? How's it going, guys? MWT here with a video that I've been needing to work on. I'm actually recording this just right now. So, we got to go over these Friday games for the NBA recaps. Now, I need you guys to go ahead and subscribe to the channel and like the video if you are new. I would love to say this. About 20 hours ago, I got a notification that I got a new subscriber. So shout out to Mr. EDS Touch. I subscribed to his channel, obviously, so he's got one subscriber. And see, this is what happens when you subscribe to the channel. You get a subscriber back in me, man. Because, you know what? You guys are cool. You guys are awesome for subscribing. I also need you guys to like this video. Anyways, let's get on to the next topic that we gotta go over and all these NBA recaps from last night. So let's start with the Brooklyn Nets versus the Houston Rockets. The Brooklyn Nets win this game in 123 to 116, the final score. Let's look at the box score right here. We're going to go over who's the leading scorer for both teams. And for the Houston Rockets, it was James Harden. He had 36 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists. For Brooklyn, it was actually Taurean Prince, who had 27 points, 12 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. Taking a look at the matchup really quick. Houston was up by 15 points in the second quarter, and then they blew that lead, and then the Brooklyn Nets led for the most part throughout the entirety of the second half, and they led by 15 multiple times, and they won the game by 7. So, I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. Let's go on to the next game. Indiana versus Cleveland. We all knew how this game was going to end up. The Cleveland Cavaliers losing. Indiana wins this game 102 to 95. Let's take a look at these box score. Cleveland's main scorer was, of course, Kevin Love, 22 points, 17 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal. For Indiana, it was Malcolm Brogdon, of course, 25 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Now, matchup-wise, let's take a look at this. Cleveland was up by 9 points during the first quarter. They blew that lead, and then the Indiana Pacers went up by 11 3 times in the fourth quarter, and that was their largest lead of the game. So, I mean, not really that interesting of a game. I didn't even bother to watch it. I mean, we all knew I was going to end up. Just like this next game, Milwaukee versus Orlando. The Milwaukee Bucks winning this matchup, 123 to 91. The box score. Milwaukee's main scorer was, of course, Giannis Antetokounmpo with 29 points, 14 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, but he had 7 costly turnovers in this matchup. For Orlando, it was Evan Fournier with 19 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. Matchup-wise, let's take a look at this. Orlando was actually up by 13 points in the first quarter. They blew it. And then the Bucks went up by 34 near the end of the game. So, I mean, wow. How does that happen? How does that work? Anyways, let's move on to the next game. Boston versus New York. Boston escaping narrowly, 104 to 102 against the New York Knicks. I mean, if you narrowly escape the New York Knicks, reevaluate yourself really quick. New York's main scorer, Marcus Morris Sr. with 29 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. For Boston, it was Kemba Walker again with 33 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal. Now, matchup-wise, let's take a look at this. New York was up by 4 a couple times in the third quarter in the beginning, and it was Boston that was up by 7 during the third quarter as well. The leads were going back and forth. We had 24 different lead changes in this game, so it was a pretty back and forth game. I mean, I wish I could show you this right now. I mean, this was really back and forth. So, I mean, how does that happen? By the way, the Minnesota Timberwolves right now are up by 30 against the Washington Wizards. I did say the Timberwolves are going to win. So now let's go on to the game that we need to talk about. Chicago versus Detroit in Rose's comeback to Chicago. This time he's with a different team, a division rivalry. The Bulls win 112 to 106. Let's take a look at Detroit's main scorer was Andre Drummond with 25 points, 24 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and 3 blocks. This is another 2020 game from Andre Drummond. And honestly, I'm pleasantly shocked that this is still happening for Andre Drummond. It's like 2020 games. He can turn himself into an MVP candidate without Blake Griffin. For Chicago, Zach LaVine led the way with 26 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. And it was, pretty happy that the Bulls won, obviously. The Detroit Pistons were up by 2 points during the first quarter, and the Bulls led like 2 times by 16 points. They almost blew the first time they were up by 16, but then they regained it, and then they actually blew the lead. But guess what? They still won the game, so that's what I care about, as long as my Bulls keep winning. Also Phoenix is up. That's pretty good. I did pick Phoenix to win this game. Ooh, the Bucks are up too. Okay, that's good. Oh, okay. Let's go on to the next game, Dallas versus Los Angeles. This game went into overtime, so that's why the Lakers won this game, 119 to 110, because we all understand that, yeah, we all understand. Now, the box score explains it all. Of course, LeBron leads with 39 points, 12 rebounds, 16 assists, 4 steals, and 1 block. He had 4 turnovers, though, so, yeah. And for Dallas, their main scorer, Luka Doncic, with 31 points, 13 rebounds, 15 assists, 1 block, but he had 6 costly turnovers, so that hurts him a lot. Honestly, this pretty good game from Luka. Honestly, this is a pretty great game from Luka. Taking a look at it, Mavericks were up by 15 multiple times in the second quarter, and they blew that lead. That shouldn't happen. And then, the Lakers came back and tied it up at the last second, and then they were up by 10 points in the overtime. So that's why they won. That's how it's gonna be. That's how it's gonna be. That was a pretty good test for the Lakers, but this next matchup coming up, this is going to be the true test. You got to face off against the San Antonio Spurs. Both teams are tied for first place in the conference, so this is a true test right here. We'll see if the Lakers can actually pull something off, but the Spurs, in my book, are winning this game, just to let you know. Now, we got to go to the next game. Sacramento versus Utah. The Sacramento Kings escape narrowly by the skin of their teeth with a victory, and I believe that should be their first win of the season. Am I right or am I wrong? Nope, I'm right. That was their first win of the season, and yeah, wow, it was fun. Wait, hold up. Really? Wow, that's interesting. But taking a look at this box score right here. Utah's main scorer was Donovan Mitchell, of course, with 24 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 steals. Meanwhile, for Sacramento, it was De'Aaron Fox, who had 25 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 block. Taking a look at matchup-wise, Sacramento was up by 12 points a couple times in the first half. They blew that lead, and then the Jazz were up by 3 points in the third quarter. And then Sacramento, they had another 9-point lead at the end of the game in the fourth quarter. They blew it, went up by a little bit. The Jazz went up by 1 point or something, and then the Kings just won the game. So, I don't know what to say on that. Yeah, figure it out. You're supposed to be a title contender. Last game we got to go over, San Antonio versus Golden State. The San Antonio Spurs obviously win this game, 127 to 110. And I just want to say something really quick. A 40-point third quarter from the Spurs. That's it. The leading scorer was off the bench. It was Patty Mills. 31 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. For Golden State, it was D'Angelo Russell, who had 30 points, 3 rebounds, 8 assists, and 1 block. Yeah, D'Angelo Russell, that's all he needs. He needs the nod to be the leading scorer, and then boom, see what happens. Now, taking a look at this, the Golden State Warriors were up by 6 points during the first quarter, but then they never held the lead. But there was one time when they held a 1-point lead in the third quarter, but they didn't hold another lead. This is just bad. And the Spurs were up by 25 points during the fourth quarter, and they won the game by 17. So, yeah, 40-point quarter by the Spurs. I don't know what to say about that either. that's just hilarious to me. Tomorrow I'll go over the next recaps. But it's evening right now. I'm so tired. I don't know why I'm making this video at night. I should have made it earlier. I seriously shouldn't be making this video right now. I should be trying to go to bed soon. But thank you guys for watching. Let me give you my predictions for tonight. I said Brooklyn would win, and I said Milwaukee would win. I said Denver, Minnesota, Golden State, and Portland would win their games. Yeah, that Portland versus Philadelphia game in the Motiv Center, I said Portland would win. Fight me in the comment section. And I said New Orleans and Phoenix would win their games respectively. So far, it looks like I got Detroit wrong in Oklahoma. Detroit won, so I got the Brooklyn game wrong, and I got the Pelican game wrong. So we'll see what happens. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel down below and like the video. Honestly, I want your opinion though on what do you think? Do you think do you like this? Do you like, if subscribe to the channel, I'll give you guys shout outs. I mean, that's pretty good, right? And obviously I got a guy in the comment section who just likes my videos, so thank you. So yeah, see you guys in the next video.